Hello, everybody. I First of all, I want to apologize because my desk is a mess, and I'm using a new piece of software that's showing more area of my mess. So please accept my apology. All right. Now, what we're going to do is talk about these recipe templates. I'm new at this also, but I'm going to share with you what I learned. So together, hopefully, we can help each other with this. So the first thing you want to do is you really want to study the pattern. Like, do I want to use all these circles? Do I only want to use 4, 5 of the circles? Okay. Do I want to use this bar? All right. But before you decide all this, let me share another example on why you have to think about that at this point. Here is the apple recipe. Now, on this layout, see there is a line here, but this person said, no, I don't need that break there, so I'm not going to use that, and they did not draw that line. The same here. The person said, no, I don't need to split that gray line. I want it a solid line. So this individual did it this way. Here, they just made the one piece a whole piece. Okay, so they said, no, I don't want any breaks here at all. So I'm just going to go out of there. Another thing you need to know is, do I want this white line? Do I want my stock paper to show behind there? If you do, then you would trace along here. If you don't, and you want the papers to meet, then you would trace on the outside. Okay? Now, we probably will have a couple of these videos just because this is a little bit more extensive. Okay, the next thing you want to do is you want to mark with a permanent marker the top and the bottom. Okay, I say front, but top, bottom. That way, if you have a different design that is oriented, such as this, you know which way is the top and the bottom. All right. Then, I don't know if you could see that. The next thing we need to do, can you see it? You need to trace all the lines, all of them, from this template to here. See them? So I trace this whole thing on the back of my mat. Why did I do that? Because as I cut my papers out, I can lay them here and see how it's going to look. For example, remember I said that one person didn't want this whole middle? Well, then I could cut a whole piece of paper out and lay it here and then lay it right on this paper so I know if I like it or not. Okay? I know, it's a little overwhelming. So that's okay. So here we go. We're going to start. And I'm not going to trace the whole thing online. I'm just going to trace the beginning just so we can get started. And then I'll continue it offline. And if you have any questions, you can ask. How's that? All right. So I find the top. And I have creative memory, so I'm assuming that this is the top, and it looks pretty much the top. And this is the bottom. Okay, so that's the first thing that we need to do. And I also put my name or initial just because I have a lot of people sharing them. The next thing is I turn this over. Now, if you have the blue clips, this is where you would clip it. However, since I'm so unorganized, I put them away and I don't know where I put them. So, but if you did have them, I know I shared these with you before, these project recipes. I put this pencil that is just writes on glass, metal, plastic, and wood. So this is for this project. And I put the pencil right here in the pack. I put all my recipe templates in here. See them all? All right. So if I ever need a recipe, and here's my directions too. If I ever need a recipe template or my directions, I know where to get them, and everything's in one place. If and when I find those blue clips, I will put them in here. All right. I love these power packs. There's pockets here in the front. There's pockets here, and there's two longer packets. So if I go to a crop, I just grab this. This is my project for the day. Okay? All right. So here we go. Like I said, I'm just going to do a few, and then I'll come back on the next one. I get my pen, and I very carefully will trace all of it. So I have to go through the whole thing. And I am going to do this at one sitting just because I do not have the clips. And see how just my fingers just slid that. And I really want to make time to do this correctly. All right. And now I just move up to the next one. Again, I make sure my lines are all together and my paper hasn't slid. Okay? You get the idea. I want to do all of this page, even though I may not use all of them. Like I said, I may not want to use this circle, or this circle. I may not want to cut all these little parts, so I'll do the whole circle. If I don't have my circular cutting system. So there's many options. All right. All right. How's that? I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to continue it. And the next time we're together, I'll bring it back and show you my final product. Okay? So the next part 2, is you want to pick your papers to be ready for part 2. And we'll be cutting out some of our papers for our design. All right. If you have any questions, please make a comment below. Thank you. And again, I apologize for my junk. I'll get rid of it. You should see this office. Somebody in my group knows this office. So this is for my girlfriend Barb that asked for this to be done. So thank you so much. And again, if anybody else has any requests, please do not hesitate to call. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Bye.